So apparently I am live. It is pitch black. The only light illuminating me is from my laptop, which is down here. Let me completely darken it there. That's looking very dark indeed. I'm using a low light lens. It's a f1.4 Viltrox 13mm on a Sony a6700. Just make the screen brighter, and that brightens up my face. I could put this light on in the car, but then everything is a little bit warm. I can't be bothered to change the settings, but you might get a bit of bokeh there. Okay. A little bit. Just to show how dark it is, if I switch to the webcam, you see the reflection of my computer there. Yeah, so lots of noise there. And yeah, even though it's completely black there, it lets light in. Got a bit of my that's the light coming off my dash. So yeah, this is a test live stream. Let's see how it's doing. It says excellent connection. Don't know if that is true. But got my DJI mic on here as well. And me and my friend Phil have been out flying today. It was raining most of the day. And then about 4 p.m. it just stopped raining. The cloud was really low. Phil brought along a multiplex glider, 2.6 meter glider. He flew it line of sight, and he gave me a go of it, which was nice. And I got my Cub with the DJI HD head tracking, and I followed it. And then, because the cloud level was so low, I went up really high. I say really high. Cloud level was 300 feet. I climbed to 400 feet and got some nice cloud below me. Just check what my connection is doing. It says excellent connection, but just on a 5G connection here, single one, no bonding, can't afford any of that. Yeah, so if I go here with the magic of the interwebs, so Phil's holding his multiplex glide there. I'm just taxiing out. Very difficult to tax because Phil chewed the wheel off. Phil, you'll be watching this, won't you? So, yeah, it's very windy as well, but you know, couple flying anything. Got some vibration issues, just the amount of crashes it's had, and the top plate vibrating as well. But yeah, so he's flying at line of sight, and this actually worked. Pretty nicely, actually, because when he's flying at line of sight, of course, he's keeping it nice and tight. Didn't want to get too close in because we've been flying it a couple of times, and it's just a really nice flyer, and probably best to get FPV on it before you know, we get some tail chopping and snow. Hopefully that won't happen. But yeah, the sky was really weird today. Like, the glider almost looks like it's disappears because it's like so flat and white. It just blends in with the clouds. But yeah, not getting too close. As you can see there, we both got that gust of wind at the same time. Yeah, it's one good thing about flying in formation is you get the same gusts of wind. I think it's going for a loop there. No, it's a roll, and I decide to roll the other way. Very good. Let's see how the stream is doing. It says excellent connection. I imagine that it's skipping a little bit, but we shall see. I got nice and close to him there. That's into wind, so complete crosswind, so easier to sort of get closer, even though it's gusty. Yeah, easier to follow because it's like more of a consistent wind. Than this is on the downwind. And that thing is so fast. I think it's on a 3S, 3000 milliamp hour, and it's so sleek that on his 20% power, I'm on about 80% power, which gives me loads of jello as long as I keep it sort of the throttle around 50%. Then I don't get the jello, not so much. There you go, low pass. Phil trying to hit the sticks. They're going for another roll. Kind of missed him. Yeah, when he does a roll, I mean, if you want to do formation rolls, you have to have two machines match the same. The glider does really big barrel rolls, and the Cub does kind of a barrel roll too, but it's tighter. So yeah. Yeah, just keeping a bit of a distance here. Let's spin on a little bit. Oh, there you go. That's pretty close, isn't it? Yeah, because Phil's flying line of sight, and this thing just glides and glides and glides. He's getting really low. And of course, to be in formation, I kind of need to be below him, otherwise I get into his wake turbulence. Let's just skip along here. How's the connection doing? It says excellent. I'm not sure I believe that. But we shall see. I've gone above him. Sometimes, you can go above as long as you can see him. Luckily with his head tracking, wireless head tracking. Yeah, he's done a really tight turn downwind there, and for both of his fast downwind, it will sort of tip a wing. Oh, there we go. I matched his roll. Almost. I was a bit quicker than him there. Well, the glider actually has a faster roll than the Cub with speed on. Huge wing, big ailerons. That's all looking very nice indeed. A little bit close. So Phil's flying line of sight, and I'm like, "You are so close to the trees," and he's like, "Nah, I'm not. I'm miles behind." Yeah, he's getting very close to the trees. No wonder a lot of our members end up in the trees. Getting a little bit too close there, and it's very buffety. As soon as you start getting close to the ground, yeah, it's very buffety. How's he going for? No, I think he's going for a tight right maneuver here, downwind. I managed to match him there. Look, this is just so cool. I think there's something to be learnt from this. Flying the lead plane line of sight, and Phil's calling out his maneuvers very nicely, but aesthetically for people on the ground. I think it look cooler and tighter, because when both machines have FPV, it's so easy to sort of get lost and far away, because obviously RC plane's much smaller than full size, so you have to keep them in closer. And yeah, he's gone really low there and full throttle, and yeah, I can't match that. Look at the jello there that I'm getting to have to speed up with him. Yeah, I do have a new Cub that's spanking new, actually. Still in the box from 10 years ago. And yeah, this has been through some stuff, but we've learned a hell of a lot. And I don't really care pushing it around like this and taking risks, because, it's at the end of its life, I think, or coming to the end of its life. Is this Phil's landing? It looks like he's getting very low, but he does a landing at some point. Yeah, there you go. There's his landing. Then I instantly am like, that cloud's low. I think that cloud's low. I mean, I didn't know, but it just looked low. It didn't look 300 feet low, but as you will soon see, I mean, already getting to the cloud layer, and look at the size of the patch there. And very shortly, I will come above the clouds. You just about see it there. Let's skip on a little bit. There you go. You see clouds now, and I can't see the horizon anymore. And actually, a few minutes later, just as I landed, absolutely threw it down. But because I was above it, I couldn't see it coming. It was a big grey cloud. Man, this was so much fun. Stream says it's still got an excellent connection. It's looking pretty scary out here. There was one bit, I think it's here, and I'm very conscious of you know, not taking in the view too much and making sure I'm still over the patch. But look at that. A little bit of panic there, and of course you shouldn't really go straight into the clouds. You know, if you get too much moisture, you know, the vista, Canex Vista is subject to the elements. You can see we've got some flaring there, but it does dry off quick. You can see some ghosting there on the side of the plane. So no, really just enjoying surfing through the clouds. I've flown in fog before, and fog's interesting because as soon as you go above it, you don't really see it. You see it sort of like across the ground, but yeah, this is definitely something different than flying in fog. I think I have flown in cloud that was this low previously. With my Hobson Spyhawk years ago with analog, and yeah, couldn't really, that was with a screen, not goggles, and yeah, certainly couldn't like look around and go, oh, there's that cloud, I'm gonna fly over that cloud. This is something special. This is, of course, the aircraft's got GPS on there, so I can ensure that I'm staying below 400 feet. There are clouds above me. There's actually a bit of blue sky above us, which you couldn't really see from the ground because this was over the top of it. But yeah, it's the first time I've seen blue sky for quite a while. Just look at this; it's so much fun. So I'm above this little bit of floating cloud there, and then we get quite a big gap, I think. How's the connection doing? Apparently it says it's still okay, but it's probably skipping and stuff. There you go, a bit of blue. Bit of blue for dads. What I didn't realise, you get great flight time with this plane, 17 minutes or something like that, but my battery voltage was getting quite low. It's very easy to not pay attention to where you are, but you know, I was conscious of that, obviously, and also your battery voltage. I was running about 14.2 volts here, and of course into a strong headwind there. I wanted to make sure I could get back to the field, but I know this aeroplane really well. It is such a good aeroplane. Multiplex Fun Cub, of course. You can't buy them anymore. Not the NG, the NG version. Some people get it flying nicely, but nothing beats this version. The NG is a bit faster. It's very more aggressive stall. This one, you can fly in anything. You know, I think it said it was 24-kilometer winds today. Gusting anyways. Yeah, I won't get a chance to do this again. We never have clouds like this. Usually raining when we've got clouds like this, and of course it did. You can see I'm getting a bit jello there. So annoying, but as long as it's not going on the internet, then you don't really need to worry about it too much. Although this is on the internet. Yeah, there's a bit of a gap here now, but still you can see these little tiny clouds going over. Then at some point I'll have to land. Here we go. I've found some more clouds. And I think here at this point I decided to do a bit of a dive. What was that? Yeah, sort of all the cloud around had gone, and very conscious of my battery, so I was like, yeah, bring it into a dive, drop like 100 feet very quickly. Well, drop 400 feet, just under 400 feet very quickly, and come in for a landing. You can see there where the patches, look, the clouds are still kind of above me. Yeah, and I think, yeah, it was about 250 feet, so yeah. Very low cloud base. And then in for the landing, which I nearly ditched and nearly hit that grass there, and I had to pull up. Very bad landing indeed. And I don't have a tail wheel on this, as Phil chewed it getting too close with his cub, so I had to settle for flying against his one there. And yeah, there you go. Phil's taking me back. There we go. Now live stream setup there for a potential live stream in the future. But let's come back to the main camera. Oh wow, it is so completely. I mean, it is pitch black. Let me. I wonder if I can turn down completely the brightness on here. Whoa. Yes, that is very dark. Okay, but let's see how the webcam's doing. You can't even see the windows there. I may have to put these lights on. There we go. It's going to be too bright if I put all of those on. Anyway, that was a cool test stream, wasn't it? Let's see what it looks like on the playback. I think I just press stop here and